Hey, it's Taylor with Mom on the Spectrum, and I have another unedited video for you today. It's a little dramatic. I'm going to be talking about sensory hills that I need to die on. That's not the phrasing. Sensory hills that I would die on. It's dramatic, I'm telling you. I don't like to be dramatic, but there's some things that just shouldn't happen. So we're going to talk about those things today. And if you also have sensory hills that you would die on, which I'm kind of questioning this title because sometimes we have trouble with like idioms or sayings. So that just means like I've decided this issue is important to me and I'm not going to budge. Just know that you're not being dramatic. This is just part of being autistic. There's some things that really upset us and it's okay to be really upset by them. So before we get started, one of the sensory hills that I will die on is that I need to have something weighted in my lap when I work. Or also when I'm resting, because it just makes a huge difference. This is my weighted pillow. Ignore the cat hair that's on it. My cat Beltray hasn't been here because he doesn't like my new office chair. He can't get situated. I don't know. So I'll put a link in the description if you want to check out this weighted pillow. You can use the code Mom on the Spectrum for 15% off. But this is like a hug, and I love it. Okay, so let's get into the dramatic stuff. Say what you will about ChatGPT. I know some of you do not like it, and that's okay. But just know that this outline was brought to you by ChatGPT, who was also being a little dramatic today. It says, "Welcome to the hills, the sensory hills. And yes, I'm willing to die on every one of them." Okay, the first section is called Touch Me and Die. Wet bath mats equals betrayal. Light touch equals rage. Tags and clothing, it says betrayal with extra thread. And crusty or sour towels, completely dead to me. Get away from me. If something has soured, light it on fire. Don't do that. That's not a suggestion. Don't really do that. Section 2 is entitled Sound Crimes. Ticking clocks must be silenced. Random bass thumping is immediate dissociation. Open office noise is a hard pass. Kitchen timers, even when helpful, and somebody else on the channel was saying this about alarms in the morning, they're aggressive. It needs to calm down. And then the one fork that activates your fight or flight, like I can almost not even say it without my ears hurting because I can hear it in my head the same way that I can hear, I'm sorry to say it, but chalk, like on a chalkboard. Okay. Section 3 is visual offenses. I can still hear it. Overhead fluorescent lighting. ChatGPT said that that's emotional violence. Flickering screens, why am I being punished? Bright sun and white walls, my pupils have left the chat. ChatGPT, I'm not sure if you are still in the chat. You have dissociated. Clutter, that's like visual static. It just drives me nuts. I say that, and my desk is pretty cluttered, but I know where everything is, okay? Section 4 is air and smell crimes. An artificial candle smell, that's an instant headache, okay? Artificial smells and then like cleaning agents, and if it's like artificial lavender or something, like, ew, gross. It smells, what does it smell like? It smells like kind of fake sweet or something, and it makes my eyes twitch. Scented laundry detergent, it makes my clothes feel like they're screaming. Everything is unscented and undyed in my house. That's not everything, but a lot. Someone microwaved fish. No, please don't. There was one time, oh my gosh, story time. Let me get my pillow. Oh, it's like a hug. Ignore the cat hair. Okay. So I used to work with a youth program at a church when I was younger, and we were going skiing, and we were on a charter bus headed to Colorado from Texas. And one of the youth students, who was a middle schooler, God bless middle schoolers and parents of middle schoolers, she, when we stopped at a gas station, bought gas station crab. I can't remember if it was crab or lobster. No, she bought a freaking lobster. There was a lobster that she purchased to eat at the gas station, and she brought it back on the bus and ate lobster on the bus. And I'm still talking about it decades later. No. Speaking of that, someone wearing cologne on a bus or an elevator or an enclosed space or perfume, like that really florally perfume that's like you can't breathe and it makes your eyes water. These are all sensory hills that maybe I won't die on, because I know some of us are literal. I don't want to die on about these, but like I will stomp my foot and say, please don't do that. So let me know in the comments, what are sensory hills that you would stomp your foot on and say, hey, don't do that. And check out the link in the description so you can check out weighted pillows, because they feel like a rainbow. They feel like a rainbow hug when you're working. Speaking of rainbow, like this video if it was helpful to you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.